Gary Thomas versus Serenity or Serenity. Sherman.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Andrew Cates, P7829, representing Mr. Barry, who stands to my left. Mr. Barry, please introduce yourself.
Sir. All right. Your name?
Good afternoon, Serenity Sturman.
All right. Where are we on this case?
Your Honor, I've looked at the determination of tenants. It is the quit issue to the defendant. We have not come to any sort of a resolution. So are asking.
Ma'am, what's your position now?
So what?
What's your position on moving?
Like, where am I at?
Yeah, or do you think that you should have to?
So I wrote something out because I have something that I want to say, but I just don't know how to say it unless I'm reading it. Because I have so strong.
Okay, go ahead.
It'll just take me a short minute. So I couldn't retain a lawyer since the last court date. So I wrote down what I want to say. All I want to say is that we have been together the last roughly 10 days, every single night and almost every day. We've been on great terms. We haven't fought unless the dogs are putting my stuff in storage or court was mentioned. I've had my stepfather at my house taking care of my dogs while I've been with him at his mom's house because he didn't want to come to our house still because he says he wants some of the dogs gone, which he offered to pay rent for a whole separate house for the dogs and my family. And he says that the thought of me having my male friends over when we weren't on good terms disgusts him. He also wants to...
Objection, Your Honor.
To what?
Is there a legal point to this? I mean, airing out her dirty laundry in open court isn't exactly...
I think your client brought the dirty laundry here. Go ahead, ma'am.
So he said that disgusts him. He also says he wants to set up his cameras and security alarms and have the house completely emptied. And then he wants the house emptied and my stuff in storage, but then he wants me to still live there, which I explained is not a comfortable situation if I can't have my clothes and my stuff in my bedroom. If we're together and I live there, but he could just kick me out and lock the doors whenever he wants. That's the only time we start arguing is when that conversation is brought up. But I've been with him at his mom's house because of what I just explained. We've discussed plans and solutions constantly to get through this together, but we disagree on the time frame. He wants me out within 30 days, but I told him that I could start remodeling my grandma's house where I could live and take my dogs and all my stuff to in March, and it could be completed by April, which is roughly 90 days. He has money invested in the house and he wants his money back, so he doesn't want to wait the extra 2 months. However, I need this extra 2 months so I can get my house together, move my dogs and my stuff to my house, and then he works on us. But we'll only have somewhere, we'll each have somewhere to go in the future. And if I can get a couple more months and get my house remodeled and move all my belongings there, it would save us from all the arguing that we do and we would be healthy and happy. Tom has helped me every day the last 10 days we've been together. Every day we've been taking care of things. Everything's been lining up and I've been getting priorities done each day. If we can continue to do good and not argue about court, and if I have a few more months to finish doing what I need to do for myself and for my future, then everything would work out really great. Also, my mom is in this jail and is supposed to be going to rehab. All her belongings, her stuff is scattered all around the house. So I've just been praying that she'll be home before the end of the eviction process so she can get her belongings and pack her own stuff up so I'm not stuck doing it by myself. She's been there the whole time I've been there. Tom told me today that he would be okay letting you know that he was okay with 30 days. But if I'm being realistic and truthful, I really need 90 days. I could be back at my grandma's house, comfortable, safe, and happy. It would fix a lot of mental illnesses that I've been suffering with the last year. I just want to be back home. I want to feel secure. In 90 days, that could be done. But I need to wait till it gets warmer to start remodeling my house. I still offer to try to pay him, but he doesn't want to take my money because he just wants to. That's all I have.
The last case that we had, how did you end up in this house? Because, I mean, what's contained on the complaint, I think, is false.
I ended up
From what?
House.
Yeah.
He gave me the keys and I moved all my stuff into the house. My mom was there. My brother was there. He gave them keys. We all walked around. We looked at all the work that needed to be done. Got my You know, I had all the puppies. It was 13. They were very young. So I set up everything for the puppies.
So I want to stop there. Counsel, on this complaint, it's alleged that defendant is a trespasser and has no right to be there. I don't even know how he gets to that, if that's the circumstances.
Your Honor, I addressed this at the last hearing. I understand trespasser is a term of art for a legal mind. However, he has asked her to leave, so to him, she is.
On a landlord-tenant summary proceeding, that is not a trespass.
I understand
Under
that,
any
Your Honor.
definition, that's not a trespass.
I understand that, Your Honor. My client is brought me onto this case. He had already filed that. The thing is the issue isn't proving a trespass. The issue at hand in this court is that there is a piece of property owned by my client. He has requested it back and he wants possession.
Where he's residing,
He is not residing in the property, Your Honor.
where they were supposed to reside.
That was the
So here's my problem. So my problem is, and this was the problem the first time around, is that he somehow or another goes into this place with this young lady. My understanding is, at least from what was said, don't know, was that it was bought for her. That's one of her allegations that she has regarding her client. That at some point then, and there's family of hers that's moving into the house. Then at some point he gets sick and tired of her, doesn't like what she's doing, and she remains constantly under the threat of being evicted. And I think it's correct that what she wants to do is she just wants to have herself, and I think probably the most operative words that she said was where she can be safe and secure. And that's what she's trying to do. Because quite frankly, as I see this, I think your client misled this young lady as to her status vis-a-vis him and vis-a-vis this house. And I'm not going to have a piece in a sort of this almost legal fiction that you can invite these young ladies into your house, be there, and then when you decide you're tired or done with them, just boot them into the street. That's not going to happen. It's not going to happen on my watch. So what I think, no, you know what? You can say what you want to say, but you probably don't want to say it to me. So I think what you ought to do, you ought to go out there, talk like civilized human beings, talk to this young lady like she has some value and worth in life. Let her get to the point where she can be safe. That's only going to take a couple of months. Let her do that. She has a plan in mind, and quit like leading her one way, then the other, and then just getting into this court and trying to kick her out, because that's not happening, and certainly not happening, not today. So I'm going to pass this matter. You guys go out there, talk about it, see if you can come to a point at which she'll move out. She says she'll move out. It's just she needs time to do it in an orderly fashion. Pass this case.
Probably good.
All right, you need to talk to them, and then I'm going to call your case back up.
Oh, okay.
Don't forget your notepad.
Thanks.
All right. I saw Mr. Mack walk out. That's gonna be a mess. Recall the case of Barry versus Sterling.
afternoon, Your Honor. Again, Andrew Cates, P78292 for Mr. Berry.
Your name again, ma'am? All right. Where are we on this?
Your Honor, we have a consent judgment. This chairman will vacate the premises by April 1st of 2026.
Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. And you signed off on that judgment?
Yeah.
All right. You have any question or confusion regarding that judgment? No? All right. I do have to advise you, since you're unrepresented by counsel, that you have 3 business days to think about that from the time of my signing of the judgment. If there's some confusion, some misunderstanding, some right you believe you didn't assert, you'd have to file a motion with the court within that time frame to set it aside.
So it's saying what now? I just gotta leave.
Pardon?
So the agreement I signed was just saying what?
That you have to move out by April 1st.
Correct.
Yes.
Okay. That sounds like what you were kind of looking at to get the other. Okay. So that you have to move out of there by April 1st. You understand that?
Yes.
And you understand your 3 rights, that your 3 business days, that if you have some confusion, some misunderstanding, or some right you believe you didn't assert, that you'd have to file a motion with the court to set it aside. That doesn't mean that I would, but you have that opportunity to do so.
Right.
All right. Thank you. Do you have it? Or?
Yes, I do.
Okay. I'll sign off on it right now.
Thank you, sir.
All right. I've signed the judgment. Fantastic. All right. Thank you, folks.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.